The Chimera is 1 point more dexterous than you.
Gosh.
Well, he's not wearing heavy armor.
True.
No, he's not. Lucky for you.
Don't give Jacob ideas.
Suddenly, both chimeras transform and morph into one giant mecha chimera.
Go, Power Rangers.
Heavily plated.
Can we go get that hag and have him turn Corvus into something other than a newt for this fight?
Yeah, something a little bigger.
Yeah, something bigger, like a T-Rex, maybe?
Yes, you could if you didn't kill her and the mountain did not become an active volcano. But on that note,
That's right.
welcome to the next episode of Fractured Kingdom. Before we start, Ash, I'm giving you a DM inspiration die for saving the party from the lava during the time challenge at the end of the last game.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Ash.
We thank you too.
And with that, let us begin. So, last we left off, the Crown Gall reached the island of Fernden in search of the Axe of Daemo. While trekking towards the large mountain in the center of the island, they encountered 2 dinosaurs. Ash spoke with them using Speak with Animals, and learned that the island was also home to large flying creatures. The party saw 2 of the strange monsters in a nest on the side of the mountain, but they could not identify them, as the party stealthily avoided them for the time being. At the top of the mountain, the party descended down a hole and navigated an underwater vine trap before entering a strange dungeon. They encountered more traps with varying degrees of success until they learned, much to the party's chagrin, that there were 3 hags living in the mountain. A hard-fought battle ensued that ended with the party killing all of the hags and finding a surprisingly large amount of loot, including a folding boat and a sentinel shield, referencing Michelmas' archangel Sira. The party then found an underground pool where Corvus heard a voice in his head, asking if the barbarian was worthy. With Corvus quickly saying yes, the Axe of Daemo was lifted up out of the water, but after Corvus took the weapon, the mountain began to shake. The party barely managed to make it out by using the folding boat as a ramp and a walkway over several pits, and as the party sprinted down the mountain path, they were followed by 2 of the flying monsters, which were revealed to be 3-headed chimeras. So now, with lava and smoke continuing to erupt from the mountain, we're going to start combat with Ash.
Okay, so I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on Mr. Blue. I'm going to step up a little bit, get out of the way of everyone else, and then I'm going to try to do a sharpshooter attack at Blue. I do not think 11's going to hit.
11, unfortunately, is going to miss, as the arrow goes just between 2 of its heads.
And why not? Let's do it again. Sharpshooter at Blue. 22 to hit.
That one will hit.
Okay. So it'll be 21 piercing plus 1 from Hunter's Mark.
The second arrow aims true and goes right into the mouth of the center lion head, which lets out a scream and a cough as it spits out the arrow.
And that's it for me.
That will take us to Corvus.
First thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action to enter my rage. And then 40 will get me. I'm gonna dash to make it all the way up to the chimeras. Or close to them anyway. So bonus action rage, action, dash, move, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, the first chimera is going to fly closer to Corvus And as it does, the mouth of its dragon head opens up and spits out fire in a 15-foot cone directly at the raging barbarian. So, Corvus, make a dexterity saving throw. And you do get advantage with danger sense.
18.
18 is a success. I did not add damage to that. Give me 1 second. So you take 19 points of fire damage. While you're able to avoid most of the fire, you're not able to avoid all of it.
Ouch.
Yikes.
After that, the second chimera is going to fly around you, Corvus, and go after the one who shot it with an arrow.
I'm guessing it doesn't go within my reach, so...
It was out of your reach, since you do not actually have a reach weapon in hand. And because I'm nice, it is actually going to move down there and hit Ash with a fire blast, which will avoid dash. So Ash, make a dexterity saving throw.
Nat 20.
Ash, you take 14 points of fire damage as the dragon head on the second one spits out a sharp, hot cone of fire right at you. And with that, it is now Mari's turn.
So I'm gonna move up here and attack. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
So I am going to Divine Smite at the second level, using my handy macro for an extra 11. Then I'm gonna try and hit it again. 11 to hit.
While your first attack hit, as the lion head you hit recoiled back just in time to avoid the second swipe from your sword. You still got in one Divine Smite.
Then I'm gonna bonus action use my Channel Divinity to get a spell slot back.
You got it. And with that, we now go to Michelmas.
Okay. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, that's enough. Should have measured. No. Okay. I'll cast Bless on Ash and Mari and Ori, since we'll be doing fire saving throws.
Okay.
And I'll tell Ash to hit the blue one, take it down.
Well, I can hit. Well, I've got my bow in my hand, so I can't exactly shoot blue unless I do it with disadvantage. So I'll try it.
$18 will hit, though.
Okay, so that does 11 piercing plus Hunter's Mark plus sneak attack.
And then I am going to also convert my last Channel Divinity to a second level spell slot. And then I'm done.
After feeling blessed by Michelmas once again, Ash is able to get in one more risky but still well-aimed shot into the Chimera, which will take us to Ori.
So, both of the chimeras are in the air.
At the moment, no. They both landed right in front of party members. They're both on the ground.
Okay. Well, I can't really see this one. So, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on blue.
Right, Dex save for that chimera is a failure.
Very nice. Good move.
See, if I had been able to go earlier in the round, I might have been able to try to hit both of them, but here we are.
That's alright, I can generate my own advantage.
True.
Leaving Chorus to fend for himself for the time being against one chimera, Ori casts Fairy Fire towards the second one, and as all three heads yell out in confusion, is now lit up by the bright fairy lights. With that, we now go to Ash again.
Okay, so I just threw a con save up there for the last time I took damage, and I should have passed, I believe.
Yes, you still have
14
Hunter's
damage.
Mark.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure since I hit it with Hunter's Mark last time. Okay, so I am going to pull out my rapier, and then I'm just going to try to stab Blue a couple of times. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so does that. Colossus Slayer, Hunter's Mark, and Sneak Attack.
You have advantage, so do you want to see if you crit?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I did not crit. Okay, so then I'll do a second attack with my rapier. 22 to hit.
That will hit again.
That'll do Hunter's Mark, and does that do Sneak Attack again?
No, sneak attacks once per turn.
Just once per turn. Okay, that's what I thought, just to make sure.
Yay, I helped.
Yep, and that'll be it for me.
Corvus, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man.
Ooh.
11.
So, Corvus, as you're standing in front of this chimera, the burn marks on your body still slowly steaming, you feel this rage and anger build up inside of you, and you hear a familiar voice say, "Are you going to take that? Show it what you're made of."
Oh.
So, Corvus, make 2 attacks against the chimera.
Can I make them use a reckless attack and use my Great Weapon Master feat?
If you'd like, you can.
Because I want to hit it hard. 11 doesn't hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright, we'll try it again.
Hey!
That's good.
Oh. Jeez.
$56.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
56 damage. That is our new single attack damage record.
Amazing.
Got it.
Grief.
56.
Sweet.
While the Chimera was able to jump back from the first strike, it only made Corvus even more angry. And as he yells out, he swings his new great axe straight down, right at the head. A large gash now right in the center of the lion's head. And with that, the party noticed Corvus has never been this angry or this ferocious before. But now it is the Chimera's turn again.
And that's saying something.
I was gonna say, it's so hard to tell. It's all shades of gray at this point.
The Chimera in front of Corvus has its breath weapon back, so the dragon head is going to open its mouth, and Corvus needs to make another dexterity saving throw.
15?
That just succeeds, so Corvus takes 15 points of fire damage.
What are you at, Corvus?
I'm going to use my Relentless Endurance feature to drop 1 hit point. Oh, I'm at 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
The second Chimera does not have its breath weapon back. So with that, it is going to make 3 attacks. It's going to make the first 2 at Ash, and the last one at Mari. So first, a butt attack at Ash will miss as it's still reeling in pain from the rapier.
Does Mari's Sentinel go off with that?
Mari's
Or
Sentinel does
because
go
it's
off with
split its
that.
attack?
Yes. I was gonna let him do both, or do all of them, I guess. But can I go? Do I
Yeah,
do
the
that
reaction
first?
happens first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what if you
that's
kill
a
it?
Advantage. Here we go. 26 hit for
And
14
before,
damage.
yes, before it even has a chance to do its other attacks, Mari is able to cut off the dragon head on this chimera, and as the other 2 heads yell in pain, it falls down on the side of the mountain dead, but it slowly drifts and rolls down the side of the hill. It is now Mari's turn.
Okay. I can get to here with my 30 feet of movement, which is not close enough, so I will Misty Step up to the thing, and Corpus has hit it pretty hard. So I'm going to focus on attacking it. I'm going to attack it and hope I can kill it this round.
You gotta attack
kill,
away.
Double kill.
16 to hit?
16 hits.
Oh, you don't
This
have
one's
advantage.
not advantage.
Oh, that's
just
not
do
advantage.
9.
So it would be a 9, which misses, unfortunately.
With
Oh,
bless.
she's blessed.
Oh,
with
you are blessed though.
13 hit?
So you need a 4.
Oh.
Did not get it. Okay. So let's try it again. Come on, baby. 21 to hit for 12.
That one will hit.
And then I will Divine Smite. First level. For another 6. So 18 total.
As unfortunately with Corvus's rather wild movement, it threw off your run up for your first attack, but getting stable footing, you're able to hit one of the front legs with your second attack. And with that, we now go to Michelmas.
Okay. 30 movement will put me right in range of the drain fire. And I will do a second level cure wounds on Corvus. Where do we get second level? For 14. And Corvus, I want to hit that thing again. He's been really mean.
You did that cure wounds to me.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much.
That Corvus, you can use your reaction to make an attack against the Chimera.
13?
13 just hits.
So that's another 14 slashing. You can ignore the radiant.
With another strike from Corvus, all of the heads are wallowing and screaming in pain as it looks like the Chimera is about to run. Anything else for your turn, Michelmas?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, Ori.
Okay. Ori is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And she is going to magic missile at second level, because that's the only spell slot she has left. Oh, damn it.
Big time.
How would Ori like to do this?
Oh my god. I think one missile goes into like the mouth of each of the kind of like screaming beasts, and the last one like hits at the center of the chest and kind of like poops into like this kind of like, what color are magic missiles? Red?
Yes.
So like red flame, but not like actually like fire red, more like, you know, magic-y red flame, and then as it keels over.
All the first 3 magic missiles magically, like missile-guided torpedoes, shoot right into the open mouths, and as all 3 heads rise up and scream even louder, the last one goes right into the body before bursting out through it. The Chimera falls down dead.
Woohoo!
While Ori celebrates, it is Mari and Michelmas who see Corvus and see a raging berserk look in his eyes, which they have not seen before, which causes Corvus to turn and brandish his great axe towards Mari and Michelmas.
What?
Corvus, what are you doing?
So, Ash, what do you do?
That's not good. I'm going to. Just gonna move up 30 feet, I suppose. And then just yell at Corvus. What are you doing? Snap out of it! Not much else I can do.
Corvus, I'd like you to roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
Is Corvus saying anything? As he's looking?
Corvus is not saying anything.
He doesn't get to make his wisdom save again?
He does not. Instead, he first makes an attack against Mari.
Oh.
This isn't good. Oh no.
Corvus, no.
Are you gonna require me to put any extra sauce on this attack, or do you just want me
I'm gonna say reckless required. It's up to you whether or not you think in this moment he would use Great Weapon Master or not.
And it would still be rage too, right?
Yes, still be raging.
I mean, he's still raging. It's still, in his mind, still in combat, so... Ugh.
Oh.
Let's say reckless attack, no Great Weapon Master.
Sorry, Mari. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that hits.
So...
Mari takes 19 points of damage in total from the newly acquired Great Axe from Corvus. Now, Corvus, roll another d6.
Oh.
The second attack, you attack Mari again.
Yeah, that hits.
Hits for another 13 points of damage.
I'm so excited about this axe, you guys.
We should have known.
Now, as Corvus is in a silent rage, not saying anything except for grunts and screams as he's lashing out towards Mari, it is now your turn.
If I cast a spell on him, it requires a saving throw. Does he still get the +3 from my aura?
That is a good question. Let me double check your aura of protection.
I mean, he's technically
Technically a hostile creature right now, right?
Right now, he is a hostile creature and not a friendly creature, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, so I'm going to try and cast, I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Command. Let me put it in the chat. So it's a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, and I'm going to tell him... Stop?
Okay, Corvus, make a Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, roll low, baby.
Hey!
Yeah, nice.
With that command, as Corvus is just about to make another attack, everyone sees Corvus slowly lower down his great axe, but as he's standing there, everyone can see he's still seething with this blind rage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that'll take us to you, Michelmas.
Huh. I'll stand behind him. I'll try and grapple him. That's what an athletics
Oh,
check.
bold move.
Yes, athletics. Corvus, make athletics with advantage because you're raging.
Oh.
Oh, making it.
Oh, no!
I'll double check. Who gets a tie for future reference, but for the
think Corvus
purposes of
does.
this, I'll say Michelmas is just able to grapple the larger Corvus, who's still seething right down at Mari in front of him.
Corvus, we're your friends. Remember us? Corvus, come back to us.
Ori, it is now your turn.
And now Ori, with her final spell slot, which thank goodness is a level 2, casts Calm Emotions.
Brilliant.
Don't you dare save against this. It's like, Corvus, please, chill down. You're very good at fighting. That's enough. We get it.
Corvus, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, thank goodness. So, I mean, I guess also technically, everyone has to make that saving throw, actually.
Michelmas, Mari also make charisma saving throws.
I mean, Ash is in it too. Cause I think she would have centered it on Corvus.
I failed.
Oh, 20-foot radius sphere, not a cube,
Oops.
correct.
Oh, look at 2 crits.
It's at 12. It's not advantage.
So while Michelmas and Ash were able to resist the effect of the spell, Corvus slowly stands up straight, his posture very relaxed, and Mari, who was looking very worried, is now hurt because of Corvus, also stands up straight and is very visibly relaxed.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Corvus indifferent about us, I guess. Which I don't think really fixes it, but maybe you could take the axe away from him now? I don't know.
And with that, as everyone looks over at Corvus, wondering what's going to happen next, it looks like whatever weird rage the barbarian was in has ended, as Corvus is not quite sure what happened to him.
Do I remember what I did or no?
Yes you do.
Oh, great. That makes it so much better.
Oh! Poor Corvus.
Corvus, what was that? Are you okay? What happened?
Out of character, completely out of character, that cuts me deeply.
Oh, Corvus.
In character, it hurts Corvus as well, but he's not going to admit it right now.
Corvus, are you okay? What was that? Are you with us?
The party does not have much time to talk, as everyone needs to make dexterity saving throws.
Ah, gee. Well, I get +3 though, right?
Yes, everyone but Ash gets +3.
14?
Oh, jeez. Flashbacks to the war against the pits.
So, while everyone is focused on Corvus, Corvus and Ash are able to see the lava bombs falling down. So while Corvus and Ash avoid them, everyone else takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Lava bomb
Let's
is
just run
really
for the boat.
scary set of words.
So my bless is still up.
Oh wait, did
for
you?
as long
It
as-
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So
we
the party
gotta get back to
The party quickly runs down the path. As they do, keeping an eye up in the sky to avoid more falling lava bombs. Outracing the lava that is quickly making its way down the side of the mountain. As you get down into the jungle, many of the trees are already lit on fire. But you still keep to the task at hand, run as straight as you can through the jungle back towards the coast. As you get over towards the coast, you don't see any boats there at the coast, although as you look out, it appears that the crew was about to row back towards shore.
Oh.
Well, we have our magic boat.
Yeah.
Boater! Let's do this.
Ash yells out the command word for the largest sized boat with the folding boat. With that, the box unfurls into the magnificent boat as everyone climbs in and slowly rows their way out. They are meted halfway in the ocean between shore and the Owl Runner by the crew of the Owl Runner, who look very confused by the large magical boat that sprung up on the side of the shore. But as they row up, the first person who speaks is actually the captain, who very angrily yells out towards the Crown Gall, "What on earth happened?"
You want us to account for geological manifestations of lava?
Gee, I don't know. Hey, here's a question relating to that. Did you cause that?
It's
Yes, yes, we did.
circumstantial. It's circumstantial evidence at best.
The captain will close her eyes and clench her fists as she just lets out aloud, "Oh, just get back to the Isle Runner."
Or looks a little nervous. We could just take this boat and go. We don't need them anymore.
We paid 10 gold each for a round trip. Getting our money's worth.
Ori, as you contemplate a journey not on the Owl Runner, it occurs to you that the party does not exactly have food or water for...
Or maps, or compasses.
or compasses.
Understanding of the stars.
For the very long voyage home from here.
But I do have shape water. Just saying.
While the Crown Gall very awkwardly makes their way back towards the Owl Runner, as everyone climbs on, they look off in the distance and see the giant cloud of smoke rising up from the island of Fernden, as it looks like the entire island is now caught on fire from the lava.
Do we see a shadow of a stegosaurus in the smoke as it's the lava's approaching the shore?
Oh,
Make a perception check.
Oh, don't do it.
Oh.
As Ash looks out, he sees the faint silhouettes of what appears to be 4 stegosauri who appear to be swimming out in the ocean, as it's their last hope of avoiding the lava and fire on the island.
We gotta go get them.
Oh.
Would they fit on our boat? Would we tow it behind? Oh, we don't have food for stegosauruses.
No. As long as they don't get burned up, maybe the volcano will relax in a minute and they can get back to shore.
Maybe it won't destroy all the vegetation. Maybe.
As the Crown Gall discuss the stegosauri, they are quickly taken out of the conversation by the loud yelling voice of the captain, who yells, "Sean, take us back to the mainland. All of you, help with the sails. Hurry up!"
Aye, aye.
As the captain storms off into her quarters, Trail walks over towards the party, talking while still helping with the sails. Trail will whisper over towards the party, "So, what'd you guys do?"
Oh, you know, the usual. We went into a dungeon, fought a bunch of hags, took this cool great axe, caused the volcano to explode. You know, the usual.
I still think we can't really prove whether the axe really caused the volcano to erupt or not. I maintain innocence.
That could have been the hags' plan all along.
Maybe the hags had a booby trap.
Let's have Ash and Ori make persuasion checks.
That set off the volcano in the event of their death. Oh, come on! Come on! No! What? The one time in my life.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Trail will look over towards you, Ori, and say, "Yeah, good luck convincing the captain that this isn't all your fault." As he'll walk away to help with one of the other sails. With that, the party sees Sean quickly direct the ship over towards the western direction as the Outrunner begins heading west. While the crew does not talk much, as everyone is still a little surprised and slightly in shock by seeing an island get wrecked by a volcano. The party does eventually see the captain walk out of the captain quarters and head straight over towards the common area, towards the map room. I'll leave it to the Crown Gall if any of you would like to talk to the captain or leave her be for the moment.
I'm gonna leave her be.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave her be.
I'm just gonna move to the front of the ship.
Ori's gonna go to the captain. Well, she'll knock on the door and kind of be like, hey.
If we're gonna talk, come in. Don't talk from the door.
Alright. Yep, that works for me.
As Ori walks in, the captain has both of her hands on the table as she's leaning forward and looking at a map of the Eastern Isles. The captain does not turn towards Ori and just stands there.
So, well, if the axe did cause the volcano by removing it from whatever, I assure you we had no idea that was gonna happen. And I'm sorry, but also not sorry because it wasn't intentional. But I mean, I mean, you know, it's the circle of life, you know, volcano and all that, I guess, too, a little bit, maybe?
Ori, make a persuasion check.
Oh. Redemption? No. Worse. Oh, no.
Been a long day.
That's a 2 on the dice.
The captain does not say anything for a moment until she finally says, "With any luck, we'll still break even on this cursed voyage. You're dismissed."
Ori walks out very dejectedly. It's gonna go, like, lean into Mari's shoulder.
Does Mari talk to Corvus?
Yeah, I
Oh.
wanted to.
Sorry, I'll not do that if you two are, like, having a conversation. Sorry, I forgot you said that.
Hey, Corvus. Are you okay to have some company?
I say nothing and just stare at my axe.
What happened back there?
He's gonna wait a long time to say anything, and he's just gonna say, "I don't know. I'm sorry."
We all know it wasn't you. You don't have to be sorry. We'll figure this out.
Gonna
And I just
continue
kinda
to
wanna,
stare
like-
at the axe.
I just want to, like, put a hand on his arm and just kind of, like, just like a gentle pat. And then just, like, stand companionably in silence.
As when she touches my arm, I'm going to, like, suddenly jerk, like, the axe away from her direction. Like
Aw.
I'm surprised, and, like,
Aw.
move it away from her.
Precious.
I think Mari does her best to like not react to that. Like she doesn't want to show like she's not spooked. She doesn't want him to think she's spooked. So she just kind of like I'll calmly like take my hand back and just kind of nod.
I will nod back and then turn back to the axe.
Okay. And then I will just stand there with him.
As
Ori's
Corvus...
actually. Oops,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry, go on. You can go, Ori.
I think Ori's actually gonna go to Trail and try to be kind of quiet and be like, what kind of a prophet would a voyage like this usually turn for a voyage like this?
Well, it sort of depends. With this one, probably looking at a little bit of a less, since these Northern Isles a little more out of the way than our normal routes. But I don't know, probably looking at somewhere around 200 gold.
Okay. And then she's gonna go sit in her bunk.
Ash is also going to go find Trail. I'll be like, so Trail, when we were in the volcano, in the lair of the hags, it looked like they were doing experiments on, different dinosaurs and animals. They were keeping them locked in cages.
Oh, really? What kind of dinosaurs?
Well, like a raptor. But that's not important. The important thing is
Any other dinosaurs, or was it just raptors?
just the raptor.
Oh.
But that's not the important thing. The important thing is they had a rat that they had trapped, and I was able to talk to him, and I convinced him to come with me.
Wait,
And told him that-
you talked to a rat?
Yeah, I can speak with animals. It's a thing I can do.
I thought that was just a gnome thing.
No, I can. I'm a ranger. I'm in tune with nature, so I can channel the spirits of nature, and I'm able to speak with animals. Anyway, I talked to this rat, and I was telling him about this pretty cool guy that might be interested in taking care of him. And then I pull the rat out of my pocket, and I say, "And here he is. And if you
Okay.
want to take care of him,
As you're
you can have him."
as you're telling the story, Trill does not look convinced at all that you actually know how to talk to animals. But as you look into your pocket, you do not see the rat. You only see a hole in the bottom of the pocket.
No. Oh no.
Mm.
Well, this is a problem. Well, anyway, Trail, he was in here a second ago. So not sure where he went, but there might be a rat on the ship without a tail. And if you see him, he's all yours.
Ash, make a perception check. As Ash looks around, he notices he hasn't seen or heard from Dash for a while. As he turns around, he realizes that Dash seems to be preoccupied by something that's underneath one of the longboats over here.
Ash, what is it?
Ruff! Ruff! As Ash looks down underneath the boat, he sees a tailless rat run out from behind the boat. It quickly runs away, but Trail is able to run up and grab it. As he lifts it up, he starts talking to it. Hey, it's okay. I won't let any dogs eat you, or any rangers or sorcerers or drow accidentally kill you for no reason whatsoever. You're safe.
So yeah, there he is.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, I felt bad about what happened to your previous pet, so thought it'd be nice if I had a chance to get you a new one.
As Trail is slowly petting the rat, he asks Ash, "So, when you were definitely actually not just lying to me about talking to this rat, did it give you a name?"
I don't recall.
Right. Well, I'm sure we'll come up with a good name for you, won't we? The rat still seems a little bit skittish, but seems to, over the next minute or two, seems to grow more and more comfortable in Trail's hands. Come on, why don't we make you a nice little living area where you hopefully won't run off and get accidentally killed by anyone.
Oh no, Ori definitely purposely killed that mouse. I don't think she ever tried to say it was an accident. But, you know, maybe the rat shouldn't accidentally wander into the kitchen.
And with that,
Dash as the guardian of the kitchen to keep the rat out.
Sure.
Don't let Dash near the food. That's not a good idea.
as the party talks about making sure Trail's new rat pet, making sure and finding ways to make sure the rat does not get into the galley like Trail's previous pets, the party one by one makes their way back over towards the crew quarters. As everyone begins a long rest, everyone quickly finds slumber, and when everyone wakes up, they wake up to the sound of pouring rain the next day.
But we get a long rest?
Yes, everyone finishes a long rest. After everyone wakes up, they hear the ringing of a bell up on the top deck as they hear the captain yell, "All hands on deck!"
Run up to the deck.
The captain yell, "We need to get the sails rolled up pronto." Ham, aye aye, Captain. Take the helm. Aye aye, Captain. Let's have everyone make a dexterity check.
Jesus.
Oops. Sorry, I clicked twice there by mistake. I get a 2.
So it appears most members of the Crown Gall are still having a hard time climbing up and down the rigging towards the sails while it's raining outside. But it appears that Mari and Ash are able to very quickly help the rest of the crew, while the rest of the party does their best, but does eventually need help from everyone else. As everyone is going about that, Michelmas, you notice with your passive perception, it appears that the captain looks very visibly exhausted.
That's probably to be expected when your ship gets a... I'm not going to pay too much attention to it.
Okay, Naz,
Do I think it will affect her ability to... Has she looked tired like this before? Has it affected her ability to be a good captain?
make an insight check.
26?
You remember a few days earlier, you think you may have seen the captain look a little like this before, but it didn't seem to affect her job as a captain before.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just chalk it up to that's what happens to a captain when has a ship full of non-sailors.
And the next day, today is the 27th of Rain Blossom. The day is very uneventful, with the rain continuing on throughout the day. There's not a lot of chance to do a lot of things up on deck, which means most of the party is hanging out around the crew quarters and on the lower deck. And by the end of the day, everyone quickly finds themselves back in their hammocks, about to go to sleep. Again, as it appears, Trail is asking anyone, hey, so we gonna bet some more silver again?
Oh yeah.
Haha.
Absolutely.
Ori definitely thinks about it a bit longer than she has before, and it's like, yeah.
Nothing else to do.
Ain't that right? So, Billy and Porter will pass, saying, yeah, you've already run us dry enough this trip. Is Corvus going to join?
No, but he will be in the room.
Alright, and then everyone who wants to join, click GM on the dice roller and roll 1d8. Alright, same as before. Max bid 10 silver per card betting round, 2 silver buy-in. So I will raise it 1 silver. Then he looks over towards Ori.
I'll call.
Oh, Michelmas?
Oh, sorry. I will raise it to 5.
On top of the one that already was, or raised at 5 total.
2-5.
Ash?
So, when I speak to animals, I just sound like the animals, right? That's what we've discussed.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Is the rat on trail right now?
Looking around, he is not. It appears that
Okay.
Trail spent the previous night building a small cage that had a little bed of straw on the bottom for the rat, and the rat is currently on the floor underneath Trail's hammock.
Alright, well, since I can't use the rat to cheat, I am going to fold.
Fold.
I'm gonna try to use. I thought you were gonna try to use dash to cheat.
He's too hyper, he wouldn't know what's going on.
Actually, looking over, it appears that Dash is actually trying to take a nap right now after having a
Aw.
very energetic day running around in the rain on the top deck. But Trail will call.
What, Amari?
Omari folded, right?
I folded, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Ori will call.
Okay, roll 1d6. I will call. I will say check.
Ori folds.
I'll raise it to 3. I'll put in 3 more.
I will call. So I roll 1d4. Michelmas.
Come on, Mickey.
I'll say check.
So I would have to raise, is that right?
Yeah, you could call and not put anything else. Otherwise, you can raise it.
I'll raise it 2.
I will call your 2 and raise it 2 more on top of that.
I'll call.
All right. Trail flips up its cards and reveals a 6, a 1, and a 2 for a total of 9.
Yeah, I only got an 8.
Oh, Mickey!
Now I'll toss the cards and storm out again. Sit in the rain. Try and learn my lesson.
I hope during the entire campaign you never win a round of gambling. That would be the best.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Trail will chuckle as he very exaggeratedly scoops up all the silver, acting like it's such a big win.
What are like I don't know. Would Ori have any idea what like the wages would be for a sailor of his caliber?
Ori would not know. If you'd like, you can try to ask him.
I don't think she wants to.
So, are we headed towards Lux, or are we headed back to the southern town?
We are headed towards Lux. So right now, as the party is about to head in for bed, you're right around Fog Island, the westernmost eastern island, and from here you're basically making a beeline straight towards Lux.
How long is that gonna take?
Ori remembers hearing Sean mentioning depending on how long the storm lasts, it might take a couple more days. But with any luck, you'd be getting back around the 1st or 2nd of Lily Bloom. So in 4 or 5 more days.
Mm-hmm.
Trail will, after he collects all his winnings, he will lay down his hammock. And he will take one of the silver pieces and slip it into the cage where his pet rat is sleeping. And he will say, "There's your cut, Rupert."
Was he using the rat to cheat?
Make an insight check.
I think the rat could have seen your.
I wasn't there to see it, so I wouldn't have seen him do that, so actually I'm not thinking that.
Oh, yeah, Michelmas is not there, so he's not sure. Although, because Michelmas is such a sore loser, he might have the thought about, what if the rat was helping Trail cheat?
I may.
Is there anything else the party would like to do before they head to bed once again?
No.
Nope.
Do you have
Nope.
do you have sending up, Ori?
I can.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, we had a full
do we-
rest, so I have full spell slots.
Do you want to check in with Emma again?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. All right.
I would have to
Okay.
plan ahead to do that, and
Emma, we're sailing to Lux now. Little trouble with volcano. No one hurt. It's pretty rainy. We miss you. How are things going?
Ori quickly hears a reply in her head from Emma. "Oh, wow. Sounds like all of you have been keeping things interesting, I guess. Things have been good. Also been busy. I miss you all."
Or we'll pass that along.
Does Michelmas talk to Sean?
not when I was pouting. No, sorry.
As the party, one by one, falls asleep in their hammocks, in the middle of the night, everyone encounters a very strange dream. everyone finds themselves in a large forest that is covered in a thick, dense fog. So dense that you can't actually see much more than 25 or 30 feet away from you. As you're looking around, you don't see any animals or bugs, or hear anyone else. As everyone is slowly wandering around, eventually you make it through a break in the trees, and as you step into a small clearing, everyone looks around and sees all of the other members of the Crown Gall. So I need everyone to make an insight check.
Boy.
So as everyone is looking around to one another, Michelmas and Ori, as you notice from the strange looks on everyone else, both of you have this thought that, wait, this is a dream, but everyone else is in your dream. It's a shared connected dream?
Can I tell that, like, Mickey is having the same realization then?
Yes, you can.
And does Corvus have his axe?
Corvus does have his axe in this dream.
Does anyone else have their weapons?
Looking around, it appears that everyone does have all of their weapons with them.
Okay. Well, this is weird. Hey.
Did we have a shared dream before with the Sira?
Mm-hmm.
Make an Arcana check, Michelmas.
Only 6.
So when the hag Oskira sent everyone into their future graves, you're not quite sure if that was a dream or not.
So do the rest of us not realize this is a dream? Or do we just...
Everyone else realizes this is a dream. You just don't know that everyone else is actually connected to the same dream as you. You just see your companions in your dream.
Okay.
Someone else, like, bring us here? Like, hello?
I'll shout hello using thaumaturgy, so that should be pretty loud. Hello!
After a moment, the party sees some of the trees slowly shake in part. The party sees, stepping out into the clearing, a very tall and old ancient gold dragon. Everyone
Ori narrows her eyes
everyone
suspiciously,
sees it is easily 80 feet long from the front of its snout to the tip of its long tail. Its sail-like wings span almost 100 feet, and they start from its shoulders and continue all the way down its sides along its tail. The party sees its 4 horns rise from its brow, and some curious whisker-like vertebra hanging down from the side of its mouth. As this dragon slowly moves into the clearing, its head slowly turns and looks towards everyone in the party, and it speaks out in a deep but recognizable voice as it says, "I apologize for this unexpected meeting, but the circumstances required expediency. I also apologize for not being very forthcoming in our first encounter. My preference is to keep my true form anonymous, but allow me to now introduce myself properly. I am Ravi Narde."
You all also gave our captain a pretty hard time.
I only give a hard time to those who give me a hard time.
I mean,
Now
you
that
were
we've
kind of
heard his
giving.
full name. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you were kind of giving us a hard time first by lying to us, so.
I did not know if I could trust you. And at the moment, I still do not know if I can trust all of you, as the dragon slowly turns its head over towards Corvus. Also, it appears that there are 2 Mari tokens, so let's fix that problem.
2 of me, yeah. Mari was thinking even in a dream she would step in front of Ori. Even though she's sure Ori is just a manifestation or a dream until the dragon starts speaking, she stepped in front of her.
The dragon will look in the direction of Ori and Mari and say, I often disguise myself as a sailor who was shipwrecked to help out any passing ships of trustworthy sailors. But you do not need to worry about me. I've dedicated my life to fighting any evil that passes by my home. And there is one of you, as his head slowly turns back towards Corvus, who is carrying evil.
Now that we've heard his full name, does that ring any bells for us?
Make a history check.
Also, I think Ori was, like, peering at this dragon, like, kind of suspiciously, like, kind of, like, glaring at him a little bit, but then when he, like, explains it, she kind of softens a little bit. And then she'll move up to stand next to Mari.
Mari remembers hearing something about how in the Fracture War, there were ancient metallic dragons who helped the side of good fight, but Mari does not remember a lot of specifics about what happened after the war ended. And the name Mari does not recognize.
Okay.
So, do you know of a way where we could remove the evil from the axe?
No, and that is the problem, for you see, the axe is not just an axe. It is also a prison.
Well,
Is there somebody
For what?
in the prison?
Good question.
Yes, there is someone in the axe, one of the most evil souls the multiverse has ever seen.
Oh. I mean, in Corvus's defense, we were instructed to fetch this axe by a cleric who needs these artifacts to address the fractures that are starting to reappear more, I guess. And I do think I don't think it's a good idea to use it anymore, Corvus. I do agree with that, unfortunately. If it seemed to have such a strong effect on you, maybe? I mean, I assume it was the axe.
Corvus hears a voice in his head say, "Do not listen to them. They only want the axe for themselves." As the dragon turns towards Ori and says, "I agree. That axe will bring nothing but evil and hatred. And since it cannot be destroyed, it must be hidden. And the safest place for that is in my lair."
Looks at Mickey, this is his quest.
I don't think so. I think we need to bring all of the powers that we can find together to fight against the incursions of coming through the fractures. I think we need its power to be active.
Michelmas, make a persuasion check.
Can I say I helped him by kind of like setting him up for it a little bit?
Sure, I'll give you advantage, Michelmas.
Oh no.
That didn't help.
The dragon does not look convinced, but as he continues looking at you, Michelmas, Ravinarde will say, "Do you not notice the peculiar storm that's been following your ship?"
Is it peculiar?
Ori, make a nature check.
Oh, good. Good.
I don't know ocean storms, and none of the sailing crew has mentioned it.
Ori's not sure. He doesn't know a lot about how the weather works.
It's been raining. Can Ori
Also-
cast spells in here? Like, she just wants to try to, like, cast Mage Hand to pluck up some grass.
Ori tries to cast Mage Hand and successfully does so.
Ooh.
You were saying, Mari?
I'm not sure. After seeing how quickly Corvus, our very strong and good friend, was corrupted by this axe, I'm not sure giving it to as powerful a creature as I imagine you are is a great idea.
I am not going to use the axe. I am going to drop it down a hole where no devils in the sea or demons in the sky will be able to find it.
Well, I think that's kind of what they tried to do with the axe before and didn't really work. Right? So, I mean, there were some hags living, like, right next to this thing.
So I have a question.
Do you know anything about the hags who are living out? Did we get the hags? We didn't ever hear the hags' names, did we?
No.
Are you familiar with the name Vathos?
Am I?
Make your religion check.
Probably not.
What about Kata?
Oh!
As Michelmas and Ori think about the names that were spoken, neither of you are familiar with these names. But Ravinarde will say, Vathos is the archdevil of the depths, and Kata is the archdemon of lightning. The cleric who was assigned to hide the axe knew that if it was dropped in the bottom of the ocean, it would not stay hidden for long. And so the evil corrupted them. But in my lair, I will not be corrupted by it. I assure you that, for I am much more strong-minded than the half-orc in our presence.
So while we're on the subject of names, it is my understanding that this axe is the Axe of Daemo. Is he the one that's trapped inside, or what happened to him?
Daemo is not trapped in the axe. The one who gave him the axe is trapped inside of it.
And who is that?
The dragon will look at Ash for a moment and say, that name brings a lot of weight to it. They say the speak of it will bring about another war, and the name has been burned from all records.
Okay, then.
But believe me when I tell you, the soul trapped in that axe is one of the most evil we have ever seen.
Who's we?
Those who fought in the Fracture War. I still sense a lot of mistrust towards me based on your captain's reaction. I assure you, my intent is only to protect this world and my home from evil.
What's Corvus's reaction been to all of this?
Corvus, in his head, hears a voice once again say, "He just wants the axe for himself. Do not give him your power."
What was Mickey's order leader named?
The goblin was Varol.
Varol. So, Varol said we needed to bring the axe to him, didn't he, Mickey?
Yeah, I think it was to collect them.
'Cause, I mean, I understand that you want to prevent another fracture war, but I believe there's a cleric who thinks that one is already coming, even when these artifacts were safely hidden away, and so doing so only delays the inevitable when we could take proactive action now.
Hiding the axe in a hole where no archdevils or archdemons or even the gods themselves will be able to grab it is a preemptive action.
Well, but it's not going to do anything to stop the fracture war that is actually coming.
Yes, it is coming. But if this axe is in the hands of anyone, it will only make matters worse for you.
Or he's just gonna look at Mickey again, like this is his call.
We will take care of this. We will take care of our friend. We will take care of the axe.
Michelmas, make another persuasion check.
Do we have any good reasons to prove that we will? Because I'm kind of doubting that.
I promise you, we will remove that axe. We will not. No one will wield that axe henceforth. We will put it away in the bag of holding. And deliver it onto a good cleric with a good cause.
What is Corvus's reaction when she says that?
I will not give this to you, dragon. I will not give it to some worthless scholar. And I will not give it to any of you.
Oh,
This
geez.
axe belongs to my people.
What?
This axe can unite the barbarian clans of the north. And who better to lead them than I? If you want this axe, dragon, you can take it from my corpse.
Okay, or he's casting calm emotions again.
Before that happens, let's have everyone roll for initiative.
No! Corvus, no! We can't fight an ancient dragon. We cannot.
Looks like we are.
No, I'm
Sorry,
not.
guys.
You are. You are.
I still want everyone to roll for initiative just in case there's something you end up wanting to do.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, hey. Oh, I don't beat Corvus, though.
Right as the dragon looks like it is about to attack Corvus, and everyone instinctively and reflexively reaches towards their weapons, everyone hears a strange crunching noise. As they all turn to look up, everyone sees two extremely lithe and lanky, 8-foot-tall, pale-skinned figures who look like they'd be over 8 feet tall if they were standing, Instead, they're both sitting on a lower branch of a tree, both wearing white and black jesters outfits. They appear to be sharing a basket in between both of them. The basket filled with popped corn kernels. As both of them reach into the basket and begin crunching on the snack, Ori sees the one in the black outfit with white stripes, who she recognizes as Michelmas, say, "Ooh, things are about to get good."
You two!
Who are you?
So, Ash, what do you do?
I'm going to run in front of Corvus. And I'm just gonna say, you don't want to do this. We're not gonna hurt that dragon. We're Bash Brothers, remember?
Oh.
Don't make me try to take that axe from you. And then I guess I'll just prepare the dodge action, take the dodge action in case Corvus tries to swing at me.
Okay, Corvus, it's now your turn.
Oh no.
I'm going to enter my rage. I'm going to blow right past Ash. And I'm going to scream, "You will not take it from me!" and make 2 reckless attacks against the dragon.
You got it. Swing away.
24?
24 hits.
Oh no.
14 slashing and 4 radiant, and I will do it again. 26?
26
So much
also
for
hits.
we will
Another
keep it safe
8
and
slashing.
keep our friends safe.
The party sees Corvus enter a rage, not willing to let anyone else take hold of this axe or take it away from him as he runs forward. Despite this dragon's scales being larger and thicker than any dragon hide any of you have seen to this point in your lives, Corvus's mighty axe is still able to cut through the scales and damage this dragon. Ori, what do you do?
Ori is going to cast calm emotion based, well, okay, it's still gonna, yeah, I don't want to hit the dragon with it. Oh, I'm gonna hit the jesters with it though. So yeah, based on this point here.
Okay, I need Mari and Corvus to make, is it this charisma saving throws?
I believe it is charisma.
Yes, charisma saving throws.
Hey, Mari!
Finally.
I'm going to use Fanatical Focus to re-roll that saving throw.
Ah!
You got it.
Dang
Okay.
it. I thought that was going to work.
Oh, I would. I mean, it's a little better.
You're not much of a fanatic, apparently.
Mari was hit by this spell once before the previous day and is able and knows what to expect, is able to resist it. Corvus, on the other hand, tries his best to focus through, but is not able to beat through the spell.
And she's also gonna glare over at the jesters and be like, "And you two, really heavy-handed with the imagery, don't you think? A little bit?
Yes, everyone sees the other jester, the one in the white outfit with black stripes, who Ori knows as Riddick, will just say, "Aw, come on, things are just about to get interesting, too."
She sticks her tongue out. Was there any? They were technically in the calm emotion circle. Did they have any reaction to that?
They passed.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And with that, we now go to Mari.
If I try and like grapple Corvus, does that end calm emotions or anything?
I don't know if the indifference ends if he's attacked by the dragon, or if he's like interrupted by anybody.
I'm gonna say a grapple will end the indifference.
Okay, then I don't want to do that. If I cast command on him, does that also end the indifference, probably?
Is harmed by a spell. It doesn't say affected.
I'm gonna say command. I'm gonna say it will not affect calm emotions. As long as you do not make him do anything aggressive.
Okay. I will cast command then at a first level. And I'm just gonna go with a tried and true classic. Stop. Corvus,
He
stop.
has stopped. Maybe tell him to drop. Drop.
Like,
Drop the axe.
let
You
go.
gonna tell
Let
me to
go is
roll
two
next?
words. Yeah, I'll say drop. Corvus, drop. And it's
Drop
a
it.
14 wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw, Corvus.
Oh,
Oh.
Corvus does not want to let go of this axe. So while his hands grip even tighter, he shrugs through your spell, Mari.
Okay. I'm gonna use movement just to run up closer and just say, Corvus, stop this. This isn't you. And then that's my turn.
Alright. The dragon is going to fly up right over Corvus. His large mouth opens up, and the party sees a large, harsh cone of fire shoot out
jeez.
of its mouth straight down onto Corvus. Make a dexterity saving throw, Corvus.
Does calm emotions affect my...
Nope. This actually breaks calm emotions, so you are no
Well-
longer calmed.
Does it affect my danger sense? Or no?
I'm going to say no, so you still get advantage.
Oh, look at that.
Unfortunately, even with a nat 20, the save was actually 24, so you still fail.
He gets
Oh.
+3 in my... I don't want him dead. Like, he's not necessarily a
He
hostile
does get
creature.
+3, which means Corvus will take half damage from this, so that is
Oh my god.
39 points of damage from the breath weapon from the dragon. Ravinarde will yell down, his voice echoing through the trees. I did not want to take it by force, but like I said, you show force to me, and I have no other choice.
Oh, jeez.
Michelmas, what do you do?
I'll use my channel divinity, orders to command, and tell Corvus, put the weapon down and stop fighting, Corvus. And then I will move and pick up the axe.
Corvus, make a
If he
wisdom
drop-
saving throw.
Ugh.
That's
I don't want to let go of the axe, you
I
guys.
really don't.
okay. That was kind of my best hope.
That was been so good.
I'll back up then after that because that fire looks bad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Malum will yell out, "Oh, come on, let's see more of you get in on the action! What are you waiting for, Ori?"
Or is like That's not the idea here, guys.
Ash, it's now your turn. If you have anything you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna try to rip the axe out of Corvus's hands.
All right, make a strength roll, Corvus. You get advantage because you're raging.
Come on, baby.
Just a straight strength roll?
Yes.
Low rolls. Wow!
Yes!
He got it!
Oh,
Yes!
Ash bro coming through.
Ash, feeling compelled to let his Bash Bro brother survive and not get killed by this dragon, even if it is a weird dream, Ash runs up right behind Corvus and is able to quickly grab the axe before Corvus realizes what is happening, and Ash now has the axe in hand.
Alright. Well, I've only used 15 feet of movement, so I'm gonna try to sneak back behind Mari then.
Okay. Can I make an opportunity attack on Ash then?
If you want to make an unarmed strike, you can.
Yeah, just an unarmed strike. That's just a strength roll, right?
It should be in your attacks and in your attacks box. I think I added it for you.
It's a miss.
A 9 doesn't cut it, I'm guessing.
Unfortunately, Corvus's anger throws a quick punch, but misses the much faster Ash. Corvus, that axe was taken from you. You need it back.
I'm going to run to Ash, and I'm going to try and take it back.
Oh.
All right, let's make contesting strength rolls again.
Let's see. Taking it,
Oh no.
taking it back would be an action.
Correct.
So am I still raging on this turn? And if I
Yes, you are still raging this turn, but by the end of your next turn, if you don't take damage, your rage will end.
okay. Oh, barely got it back.
So close.
And then, okay, so I use my action to take it back, and I'm going to use my bonus action to start a new rage.
Okay. Corvus and
Sorry,
Ash
guys, I have
fight
to.
over
I'm
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, Corvus is just able to rip the axe out of Ash's fingers. All this happening right in front of Ori. So what do you do, Ori?
I mean, I guess, I guess I cast Calm Emotions again, but this time I'm trying to hit the dragon too. Heck it. He's probably gonna succeed the save, but
I need
charisma saving
Charisma
throws.
saving throws.
Technically, everyone gets hit. I mean, she's only trying to affect the dragon and the Corvus.
Me too.
Oh, Robbie only barely saved. No, I mean, technically, I'm not trying to affect Mari or Ash or
Well,
Michelmas, so you probably don't
What's
need to save.
what's the save?
Charisma.
17
No,
charisma.
17. Well, I hit 17 with the +3 from Mari's aura.
I don't.
So while Mari and Michelmas become indifferent towards this, Corvus also fails a save. Ash is just able to resist it.
I have literally no other ideas about how to end this situation. We're going in circles.
I know. I kind of hoped when we ripped it out of his hands that he would snap out of it.
Ori hears Riddick yell out from the side, "Oh, come on, you have more damaging spells than that, don't you?"
I am going to quicken cast darkness on these two.
And as everyone sees a giant sphere of darkness appear over where the jesters are, they hear one of them yell out, "Ah, come on!" That'll take us.
I'm not in the mood for this. You're not even making me breakfast.
That'll take us to Mari,
So if I'm
who's technically indifferent by this because of the calm emotion.
Well, I choose calm emotion. I choose what happens.
Oh,
when you
that's
fail.
right. So Mari sees Corvus become indifferent and relax.
So we can just keep taking it from it. It's not going to do anything. Can I do like non-lethal damage and just try and like knock him out?
Yes, you can. With a non-spell attack, you can do non-lethal damage.
Then the calm
Would we have to
emotion
get him to
thing,
0 to knock him out then?
he like can't go to 0 basically.
So,
Sure, I
So-
can. It's just not easy to do.
so Ori,
He can't go to 0 before you kill all of us.
Ori,
Yeah.
both calm emotions and darkness are concentration.
Oh shoot! Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't cast darkness. I'm sorry. I just like the mental image. But
I love that too. But
but no.
Okay. I guess I'll just try and take the axe from him again.
Okay, make a strength check. Corvus, I'm going to give you disadvantage. Actually, you're still arranging. Straight roll for you, Corvus. Mari is able to grab the axe out of Corvus's hands before Corvus has a chance to react.
And then we're asleep. I can only misty
Yeah,
step
this
40
is even
feet.
real, is it?
I
don't
was
know.
like, it's like I'm gonna misty step away. But that seems
No, do it.
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna bonus action. Well, I haven't moved yet, so I'm gonna move 30 feet. Okay, so then the question is, do I go like? Where's if I move? Okay, I'm gonna misty step and then move.
I mean, because also it's just a dream. Maybe you get Misty Step back when we wake up.
Yeah, so I'll move. I'm gonna misty step 30 feet to like back here, and then I'm gonna move another 30 feet. If there's 34 feet to move, more feet to move out.
Alright, we can put you down there.
I don't know what else to do, so that's my turn.
And with that, Ravi will yell out, "I gave you a choice. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but just know when the axe becomes too much for you to handle, my offer still stands." As he looks over towards the jesters for a moment, still a little bit confused by them, he'll then fly away.
Oh, so the dragon doesn't recognize them at all?
Make an insight check.
interested into.
You're not quite sure if the look was from not knowing them or not knowing why they're here.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon seemed a little perplexed by something.
Yeah.
I want to shout out after him, like, you know where we'll be.
No! Or like looked at Mariah like, what? And I think,
honestly, we should have given it to him.
I think, Ori has described the jesters, at least to Mari, so once the high drama is calmed down a bit, maybe she'd be able to recognize them from Ori's description, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I meant to the dragon, like.
Yeah.
At this point, both of the jesters will give a very faint clap. I mean, we've seen plenty of better fights than that, but I guess that was okay, I guess.
It wasn't a fight.
Exactly.
They're lucky I'm so far away.
Ori sticks her tongue out at them.
Shoot, no. Yeah, I will. I'll second level command and tell them to flee.
Mickey!
I love it.
No one gets to tell my clowns to flee.
The jesters will turn their heads to look at each other, and then they'll both burst out laughing. You actually think that would work on us? Come on now, Mickey.
I dislike them even more.
I mean, to be
So-
fair.
So,
I mean,
Ori, I feel it is rude for you to not introduce us to your friends. You know, after all, we're your friends too, right?
I mean, we've only had breakfast like twice. I've had like breakfast like
I mean,
80 times with these people, so like.
yeah, but we sort of saved your life, you know? I mean, that counts for something, right?
Yeah, okay. Are you Riddick, Chill Gesture, and Malum? I mean, you already know who these people are. This is Ash, Corvus, Mickey, and Mari. Is Corvus like not going for the axe anymore?
Yeah, like, is it safe for me to come back?
He's
Or...
like,
How long does Calm Emotions last?
it's concentration for a minute.
It's right about now when the Calm Emotions runs out, and Corvus has a sudden urge to find Mari in the axe.
No.
Did I see the direction she ran off in?
You did.
Then I sprint off in that direction.
Jeez.
At which point, Riddick will yell, "Oh, there he goes."
Do I sense there's a way to make ourselves wake up?
Make an Arcana check.
Is there? Yeah, if Ash could wake up before the rest of us wakes up, that would actually be great.
You're not
I'm gonna
quite
check.
sure, Ash.
Command. I'm
Somebody
going to
could-
cast command at Corvus and tell him to wake.
What? No,
No,
he's gonna
what,
wake up with
Corvus?
the actual axe, and then he's gonna run off or something with it.
Corvus, I need you to make, what's the wisdom saving throw on command again? Is that wisdom?
Yes.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom 16.
Right. Corvus making the wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna wake up and kill us all.
Wait, you two can wake me up. Can you wake me up?
I mean, if you want us to, we can. Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yes.
Alright, I mean, you gave us permission, remember that.
Yep.
Ori hears a noise up above her, and as she looks up, she doesn't actually see anything, but then she suddenly feels herself fall as the ground underneath her disappears. As Ori falls through into a void, the last thing she hears before waking up is the very amused laughing of Riddick and Malum.
Do I wake up? Are we gonna stay in the dream scene, or are we gonna?
We're gonna
wake up
stay in
Ori?
the dreams for a moment. Let's have Mari make a stealth check, Corvus make a perception check.
Okay, hold on. Let me make it disadvantage.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and smell for her, just because it's
Oh, sorry, I did that twice. So that's a
Savage.
9.
oh no. Oh no.
Corvus is able to quickly find Mari. And while all of this is happening, the jesters will look over towards Ash and Michelmas and say, "So, do y'all want to be boring and chicken out like your drow friend, or you want to run in and join the tussle?"
Yeah, I
Shot-
think I'll join the tussle. And I want to shoot an arrow at Riddick.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Ash shoots the arrow. It hits Riddick right in the forehead. He has no reaction at first, but then his facial expression, very joyous and smiling, slowly turns into this look of pain. He just says, "Ow! What was that for?"
You said that I should join the tussle. What are you doing sitting on the sidelines? Why don't you join the tussle?
Yeah.
Ash suddenly feels his arms and legs start moving. He starts dancing in place uncontrollably, unable to stop. And both the jesters will stand up and mock Ash as they dance around him, saying, "Oh, you want to join the tussle? How about joining the hustle?"
Touche.
What does Michelmas do?
If Mari's within range, I'll include her, but I'll cast Bless on Ash and me. I don't know what's coming up, but probably going to be some saving throws involved, so... Ash has his bow out again. Well, you know, if you want to... Can he, in the dance that he's doing, can he make an attack? If he wants to, he can attack the guy that he hit in the forehead.
No, I'm not going to attack him.
And while all of this is going on, Ori, you wake up in your hammock with a start from the sudden fall, and as you look around, it appears that everyone else is still sleeping.
I'm gonna go over to Corvus and take the axe.
As you do, Ori, you hear a voice in your head that asks, "Are you worthy?"
Can I put it into my bag of holding without answering?
Yes, you can.
I do that. And then I'm gonna go downstairs and try to hide the bag of holding.
Alright, make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Actually, make a intelligence stealth check?
Alright, so I am proficient in stealth, so I'm adding 3 to whatever I roll. 10.
Alright. Ori throws the bag of holding into the first open crate she sees.
Can I close it? Am I
yes, you
smart
can.
enough to close it?
Yes. Ori then closes the crate and thinks it's pretty well hidden. It's at this point, in the strange dream, Corvus suddenly loses the urge to grab the axe. And right as Corvus is about to reach for Mari, both Mari and Corvus see the axe disappear.
Where is it?
What just happened?
What have you done with it?
I didn't do anything.
As Corvus yells at Mari, he slowly feels that inner rage and that inner devotion towards the axe slowly disappear and dissipate. While that is happening, Riddick and Malum are continuing to dance around Ash as one of them looks over towards Michelmas and asks, "Hey, so, Mickey, you wanna join in on the fun? Come on! We don't have to fight, let's just enjoy ourselves all we can."
I do not enjoy you. And I'm gonna sit down and just glare at them.
Ori think at them. Well, she's gonna try to think at them when she's hitting the axe. And be like, "Can you wake up my friends now? Please?" I don't know if they're gonna...
Everyone else in the Crown Gall sees both Riddick and Malum stop moving, and then Malum yells out to no one in particular, "Oh, all right, if you insist." At which point Riddick will look over towards everyone else in the Crown Gall who are sleeping, and he will say, "So, just remember, we're not evil, we just want to have a good time. As should all of you, especially you," as he points over towards Michelmas. "You definitely need to loosen up." As at that point, the ground underneath everyone in the Crown Gall opens up, and everyone in the party falls, and from the sudden jump, everyone wakes up.
Did I hear the response?
Ori did hear the response.
Okay. Or he's gonna be like standing next to Corvus's like hammock and be like, Corvus?
Yeah, Rory immediately jumps up and runs over.
Corvus has no urge to find the axe, surprisingly.
Okay,
I don't
that's
know what you
concerning.
did with it, but keep that thing away from me.
I will.
We will.
Keep it away from everyone.
We should have given it to Robbie.
I thought Varol needed it.
He cannot control it. Nobody can.
Well, maybe we'll talk to him in Lux, and then if he agrees that he can't actually use it, I'll send to Ravi and arrange to give it to him. But if this thing is actually important for stopping a war, we should try to get it to him, right? I mean, maybe a cleric can control it. No offense, Corvus, but he probably has a bit more restraint.
You don't understand.
I don't.
Speaks to you. It calls to you.
Oh, it did speak to me, yes, but then I stopped touching it. I just put it somewhere else.
You know where it is?
Yeah, yes. I took it from you.
Then soon it will call to you too.
Maybe. But I can probably do less damage with a big axe than you can, so it'll probably be easier to get it away from me. And we can just hot potato it until I get Ravi over here.
We'll all just have to keep an eye on each other.
We can do that.
And with that, as the Crown Gall slowly feels their adrenaline from this strange night wear off and go back to sleep, we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Boy!
The party wakes up on the morning of the 28th of Rain Blossom. They wake up to the sound of thunder. As everyone is getting ready for the day, they hear the bell on the top deck ring again, as they hear the voice of Captain Valhall yell out, "All hands on deck!" As everyone goes to the top deck, Captain Valhall takes the helm. At this point, she yells out to the party, "You got a pretty bad storm up ahead, which means we're gonna need the help of all of you too, in order to have the best chance of getting through this."
Aye, aye.
It's at this point, as Ham starts yelling out orders for everyone to double check the sails, it is Ash, with his very alert senses, who hears a scraping sound on the side of the ship. And as he instinctively reaches for a weapon, he and the rest of the party and crew see clawing and climbing up onto the side of the ship a dozen strange purple-skinned humanoid creatures with giant fish-like heads and large, strange purple eyes with huge pupils. As all of them climb up, everyone sees most of them are armed with nets and spears. There are 3 who are baring their fists, ready for a fight. It's at this point everyone needs to roll for initiative again.
Quick question. The massive amount of damage that I took in the dream, did I take that in real
everyone
life?
finished a long rest.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sweet.
So, as all of the strange fish creatures are climbing up, it is Ash with his alert feat who's able to get in one quick action before the first full round of combat. So Ash, what do you do?
I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the fish thing on the side of the boat closest to me. And then I'm going to attack it with sharpshooter feet. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And Hunter's Mark, so 25 damage. And then I will sharpshooter hit it again.
There's no need to, because with the first arrow, that creature yelled out, and with a scream, he let go of the side of the boat and disappeared off the side.
Alright, well then I'll shoot the one behind it. With sharpshooter.
Yes.
10 will miss, I'm guessing.
Oh, I guess you roll second. I'll take the 23, the first roll for
Okay.
second attack. And with a second arrow, a second one of these creatures falls off the side of the ship. And now, after all of them climb on board, it will be Ori's turn.
Okay. Dang it. Flip. Okay, well, I can't do that. Ori is going to cast I guess magic missile. So she's gonna cast it at 3rd level. So that gives me 5 darts. I'm gonna send 3 into this one. The first 3 into this blue up top. And the second 2... Wait, it's 120, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna send the first 3 here. So this very top one, and the second 2 into this yellow one down by Sean. Or no, in this green one next to Mickey. Ooh. And then I would like to quicken cast Mind Sliver into the same blue one here.
You got it. While all 3 darts landed right into the center of its chest, it was still standing, although looking pretty weak.
Int save. Oh.
The strange fish creature lets out a wallow of pain, stepping backwards, and as it does, it actually steps off the side of the ship.
And that'll be all for Ori.
That will take us to Ash.
Alright. I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna bonus action move Hunter's Mark to this light yellow one on the back of the ship. And then I'm going to attack it with sharpshooter. Guessing a 9 will not hit.
Yes, 9 will unfortunately miss.
And I'll sharpshooter attack again. 12.
12 just misses also.
Oh.
It appears with the falling rain, while Ash was able to get a couple good shots off at first, the rain is starting to affect his bowstring, and it misses on his next 2 strikes.
That's it for me.
Alright. The 3 creatures on the port side with nets This one is going to dump a net on Trail. This one is going to move up and grab Porter. While this one right next to Mari... instead of going for a net attack, it's going to try to go with a spear to try and stab Mari. Which will miss, as Mari is able to deflect the spear with her shield. See, this creature will run up right at the captain, screaming, and make 3 attacks towards the captain.
No.
1 with its bite, and 2 with its unarmed strike. Unfortunately, all of those will hit, as the captain lets out a loud yell of pain as she's drawing her rapier. And with that, that will take us to Mari.
I'm gonna attack the blue one right in front of me. $11 does not hit, so we'll try it again. 19 for 7.
That one will hit.
And then I'll Divine Smite. Another 6, so 13 total.
With a Divine Smite, the creature yells out and screams, but it's still... It is still standing and not quite finished off.
And that's my turn.
Alright, the creature... This creature is going to... Seeing Ori throw off magic missiles, it's going to run over and make some attacks at Ori. So...
Can I use my reaction to make an opportunity attack on it?
Yes you can.
Alarm Master?
That will hit.
Oh, sorry, that was Corvus. I thought it was the Kuatoa hitting me.
12 slashing. Radiant damage only happens on my turn.
Alright, so... This creature will run up and try to take a bite out of Ori's arm first.
Oh, well, no.
Which Ori is able to step back and avoid. It will then try to make 2 unarmed strikes towards you, Ori. The first one will hit for 8 bludgeoning and 5 lightning damage. As it punches you, you feel this shock ring through your body, affecting your ability to make reactions.
I'm gonna shield. Wait, no, that still would hit, though, so never mind, I'm not gonna shield.
Right. The second punch, unfortunately, hits also for 6 more bludgeoning and 3 more lightning damage.
Jeez.
And with that, the last 2 creatures on the starboard side... See, one's gonna run up and net Porter. This one is gonna run over and try to throw a net on Ori.
What do I need to roll?
Sorry, that is an attack roll.
Oh, it's attack. Well, is that one on me or Porter?
That one is on you, Ori, which will miss. As the creature, seeing you getting beat up by its pal, got a little overexcited. It almost slips on the deck, throwing off its throwing of the net. That will take us to... Oh, so I think Corvus actually has the higher deck, so Corvus.
Bonus action Rage. And I'm going to make a reckless attack using Great Weapon Master against this purple feller first. $21.
That will hit.
29 damage.
With that first strike, you see, while that strike probably would kill one of the other creatures holding the spears and nets, this creature seems to be a lot more hardy, and while it's bloodied, it's still standing and very angry by that attack.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try and kill this thing. 18
That will hit.
for another 18 slashing.
While it's not dead yet, it's still looking very weak. It now has its eyes on you, Corvus.
Bring it.
That'll take us to you, Michelmas.
I'll cast Bless at 2nd level and get Mari, myself, the captain, and Ash. And I'll tell Ash to kill the yellow guy.
All right.
And that as a bonus action.
I'll just shoot with my longbow. 28 to hit.
That will hit.
15 damage plus Hunter's Mark plus sneak attack. Or 23 total.
And then I'll call down Sacred Flame. Go. On Blue's been hit already? The blue by Mari hit him?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll try and finish that one off.
Okay, dexterity saving throw. That is a failure. As the radiant flames fall down on the one right next to Mari, it too screams and jumps off the side of the ship.
Then I move next to this one and I yell at it, trying to distract it from our poor little ship's cabin boy.
Billy!
With Michelmas trying to act as a distraction, this creature will run down. Seeing Corvus as the biggest threat, it will get right next to Corvus and make 3 attacks.
And they'd be at advantage because I did reckless attack.
Oh, yes, at advantage. The first one will deal 5 piercing damage. The second strike, a punch right into Corvus's head.
That hits.
That hits for 4 bludgeoning and 6 lightning. The second one will also hit for 8 bludgeoning and 4 lightning damage. As the lightning effect within its body dazes Corvus, and he's unable to take reactions for the time being. At the end of the round, the crew will go. While most of the crew is struggling to get out of nets, Billy is going to disengage and run down below deck, away from the fight. Sean is going to disengage with his action and prepare a spell. The captain, however, is going to pull out her rapier.
Yeah.
And try to make an attack, which will hit
Ooh.
for a total of 29 damage.
What?
As
Nice.
Ash sees firsthand, even within this chaotic fight, the captain is still able to quickly draw a rapier and put in a very quick and precise strike right into the shoulder of this creature. So at the top of the round, we now go back to Ori.
Great, this makes my plan even better. I'm first gonna cast Mind Sliver on this purple one next to Dash and I.
Needs to make an int save. That is a success. Sorry, it's supposed to be normal, so it was the first roll, the 20.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm gonna stick with my plan and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the one the captain is attacking. With a quickened cast. Are you heckin'?
Unfortunately, it succeeds resisting the spell, so it does not run away.
Jeez.
It still takes half damage, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So while it's able to shrug off most of the effect from the spell, you still seem to have distracted it as the captain is getting ready to finish it off. That's a turn, Ori?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Ash.
Alright. I'm just gonna take a sharpshooter attack at yellow. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Then Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer, and Sneak Attack.
With all of the extra ranger damage effects, Ash is able to fire an arrow right into one of the eyes of the creature before the captain can finish it off.
Okay, and then I will run up over here, and then we'll just shoot. Can
I'll point at,
can I move
point at the
Hunter's
blue one
Mark?
so that
No. Can I switch Hunter's Mark in between attacks?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so bonus action Hunter's Mark. I'll move that to green, and then I'm just gonna attack green with Sharpshooter. I don't think 7 is gonna do it.
Unfortunately, 7 misses as the arrow goes wide right...
your blast would 11.
Oh, 11 would not do it. So as Ash fires the arrow and it goes wide, he sees it just miss the railing over by where Trail is, and the arrow sails into the ocean, and you know, you're probably not going to be able to recover that arrow.
Nope.
Are you going to move it all, or move any more for your turn?
No, I'll just stare at her.
Alright, so... two of the creatures, seeing everyone attacking Corvus, are going to try to make spear attacks against the Raging Barbarian.
And they're all at advantage, I believe, right?
Yes, because he did Reckless, so... the first one will miss. The second one, though, will hit. Corvus backs up to avoid the first strike and runs into the spear of the second one for 6 points of piercing damage. And as they both let out this strange cackling laughter towards you, Corvus, that will take us to Mari.
Nikki, you good? Do you want me to come kill that one?
I think I'm good. Yeah. Ash is there and the captain is coming, so.
Okay. I'm gonna run up here. And I'll go after blue. $13 to hit?
Oh, that
Mari.
just hits.
I was gonna say, is Mari blessed?
Yeah.
She is.
For 9. And then I will try it again. Crit! So we're gonna go ahead and Divine Smite.
That is not necessary, as
Okay.
even as right as the sword hits it, it falls over dead.
Nice.
Beautiful. And then I've got a bonus action. Let me look at my spell slots. I'm gonna Misty step back over to Mickey so somebody else is there to take a hit if need be.
Thanks.
Alright, I just realized that one by Mickey and Mari. I forgot to add the turn order, so I'll just say it goes now. And with that, it's going to make 3 attacks on Michelmas. So first, with its bite.
Does that affect Sentinel?
Yep.
It does, while it bites down to Mickey's shoulder for 3 points of piercing damage. Now it gets attacked
Nice.
for 14 points of slashing damage.
Can I Divine Smite on a reaction?
Yes, you can.
We're gonna do that.
Oh, why did it? Charisma, sorry. Should have been con.
Another 8.
I maintain my bless.
Right. The creature, even though it screams in pain into Michelmas' shoulder from the Divine Smite, still going to make 2 punching attacks towards Mickey. The first one will hit for 6 bludgeoning and 1 lightning. The second one will miss as Mickey's able to push it off. This one, right next to Ori, is going to make 3 more attacks on you, Ori.
Oh dear. Yep.
So first, the bite attack for 3 piercing.
Yep.
First unarmed strike for 3 bludgeoning and 3 lightning damage. As lightning feels a shock spread through her body. She's luckily able to avoid the second attack. Sorry, the second unarmed strike. And with that, this one, seeing Ori get attacked, it's going to make a spear attack on you, Ori.
Evil. Haha.
Which, unfortunately, is going to miss. This one, though, is going to run up and also make a spear attack against you, Ori.
Holy cow.
Which will also miss. With all of the creatures being slightly intimidated by how easily you are killing their companions, we move to Corvus.
First things first, reckless attack on purple. Oh, 14
That will hit.
for 12 slashing and 4 radiant.
Okay.
And I'm gonna... Oh, I gotta make sure that thing is dead. Can I use my Great Weapon Master on the second attack?
Okay.
Woohoo!
I think you killed it.
If this doesn't
Nice.
kill it,
Please kill it.
36 slashing on it.
That is 6 times as much damage as you needed. But Corvus... Oh, sorry. Wait, sorry. Was that the...
No, it was purple, that one.
Oh, you would have had to move... Oh, wait, no. You have reach with your...
Yeah, 10 feet.
With your reach, you are indeed able to finish that one off.
And then, can I use... And since I killed something and crit, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus action. And I will do that against red. Reckless attack, Great Weapon Master.
You got it.
19
That will hit.
for 19 slashing.
With one strike, Corvus is able to cut off the giant head of another one of these creatures.
Got him. And that's it for me.
That will take us to Michelmas.
Okay. I'll do a little... I'll step up to here and leave. Yep. So I will cast Aid on Corvus and Ori and... have you been hit, Mari?
No.
And myself then? And I'll tell Corvus to take out Blue.
Will do.
Do you have a reaction?
I
No,
do.
Corvus does not have his reaction
Oh.
because he got hit from the lightning attack. From the unarmed strike.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't that
Okay,
from the
then
purple?
the Aid...
Or no, the orange one hit me too. Never mind.
The Aid will then be to Corvus and Ori and Ash. I'll tell Ash to shoot the green one.
Okay. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
And then sneak attack, and it's got a hunter's mark on it. So 13 damage.
Ash is able to fire another arrow into the side of this creature as it's distracted by Mari and Michelmas.
I'm done.
Alright, the next creature is going to make 3 more attacks against Corvus, determined to bring the half-orc down. So first, with the bite attack,
At advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
It is what it is.
Advantage not needed as first bite stings into Corvus's shoulder for 7 points of piercing damage. As it continues biting down, ripping into your body, it will hit you for an unarmed strike for 8 bludgeoning and 5 lightning. With the second punch, it will also hit you right in your side for 3 bludgeoning and 2 lightning damage. And after that, it will be the crew's turn. Ash will see Sean run up right next to him and fire off a strange looking beam of eldritch energy straight at that one. Unfortunately, the eldritch blast goes wide, but the captain will jump down, not even bothering with the stairs, and will run up and try to make an attack with her rapier. Which hits for 31 damage.
It's gotta be
Yes, which is just enough as another one of these creatures falls over dead and falls over the side and down into the water, disappearing. That will take us to Ori.
Alright, I'm going to mind Sliver Orange here.
It just manages to succeed, unfortunately.
Then I'm going to use my last sorcery points to quicken cast Mind Sliver. I mean, not Mind Sliver. Dissonant Whispers. These? I am so
not like
mad.
Even though Corvus and the rest of the party are killing these creatures fairly quickly, still with Ori being surrounded, it's throwing off her spellcasting as these creatures are having a lot of luck resisting the effects of her spells.
I knew I should just magic missiled.
And with that, that'll take us to Ash.
Alright, I'm going to move to the middle of this upper deck here.
Oh, it does take
and
half
then-
damage though, right?
Yes, it does take half damage, which I got.
Alright, go ahead, Ash.
Yep, and then I'm going to bonus action move Hunter's Mark to blue, and then I'm going to hit it with the sharpshooter attack with my bow. 23 to hit.
That will hit as the arrow sails right into its mouth and out the back of its head. It falls over dead.
Okay, and then I will take a sharpshooter shot at red. Let me add the bless on there just to make sure. 13 to hit.
13 just hits as the final lackey among this group of the boarding party falls over dead.
Then I think how far did I move? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'll be good right there. That's it.
Alright, with only one of these creatures remaining, we go to Mari.
I'm gonna move up and try and hit. 21 to hit for 7.
That will hit.
I'll try it again.
That
13
also
to hit
just
for
hits.
7. Then I do have spells left, so I'm gonna do a first level smite too. For another 15.
As Mari smites another one of these creatures, it lets out a loud yell of pain, but it's still determined not to go down without a fight to the bitter end. With that, we now go to Corvus.
Alright, reckless attack, great weapon master. Here we go. Ooh, 11. Guessing that's not it.
That misses, unfortunately. Wait.
I'm gonna do it again. 15
That one will hit.
for 25 slashing and 8 radiant. And then for my bonus action, I will swing around with the other end of my halberd. Try and hit it with the blunt end using Reckless Attack and Great Weapon Master again.
That will hit.
For another 21 bludgeoning damage.
Corvus, how would Corvus like to do this?
Yeah.
Before I do anything, I'm going to say, you picked the wrong ship. And then I'm going to swing upwards in kind of like an uppercut motion with the blade and like cut its guts and its chest open and then come over the top with the blunt end and smash a hole right in its skull.
As Corvus rips open the front, its guts begin slipping out of its body, and as it screams, it is suddenly shut up by the dropping blunt end of Corvus's glaive as it falls down on the deck in a bloody mess.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on Billy. Is he okay?
As you run downstairs, make an investigation check.
$19?
It takes you a moment, but you eventually find Billy hiding in the farthest possible spot on the second level, away from the action. He appears to be fine, just very much scared still.
Okay. It's taken care of. We're okay now. And I'll head back up to... People need to get out of nets or anything.
I guess the members of the party who are stuck in nets are now let off. As they all say, thanks. Not quite sure what those are.
Did we lose anyone?
The captain will yell out, "Where's Billy? Billy!"
He's down in the cab in a crew's quarters.
Billy will then walk up and say, "Present, Captain." The captain will just roll her eyes and yell, "Get these bodies off the ship."
I'll help throw the bodies overboard, but I'll collect my arrows and see if there's anything worth looting off of them.
Make an investigation check. You do see a couple of the creatures had shields. A couple of the lackeys had shields with this strange, almost sticky-like substance on them. But as you're grabbing the shields, it appears the rain is slowly washing away the weird sticky part of the shields, and you're not quite sure what that was about. But you do have two Kuatoa shields.
Okay. I'll throw the bodies overboard, and then I'll hand the shields to Billy and say, "Here, you can have these. Maybe you can protect yourself with it or something."
Thanks.
And then I would like to go up to the captain and just say, "Hey, that was some pretty fancy fighting with that rapier. I've got one too. Maybe you could teach me how to get all that extra damage or something. That was pretty impressive."
Thanks, sure. As the captain puts a hand on her side where she got injured from one of them, and then yells, "Porter!" "Aye, Captain. Can you stitch me up?" "Sure thing, Captain."
Or he looks at Marin like, "Could you maybe help help her?"
Yeah, I can help her.
What were those
What do
things
you
anyway?
need, though? You
What?
took quite a
No,
few
help the
hits.
captain. I'm okay.
Have you heard the legend of Vathos?
No, can't say I have.
Well, basically, he's the archdevil of the depths. They say one of the levels of Infernus is a boiling blood sea, which he rules, and whenever they say he can sense blood in the water on any plane, and he likes to make deals with dying and drowning sailors, only to turn them into those things.
Ah, I see.
I'm gonna lay on hands the captain for 10.
Who else is wounded? Because I have some.
The captain will pull a
Cure
Corvus
wounds.
and give you a nod of acknowledgement, Mari. And then say thanks.
You're welcome.
Is anybody else seriously wounded?
No one else appears to have been seriously wounded. It appears that the creatures were not. Most of the creatures were not trying to kill all of you per se, but most likely capturing you, which is why they went with the nets first. With everyone catching their breath after the captain is stitched up from Porter, she will look around and yell, "What are you looking at? Why is everyone standing around not doing anything? We still gotta get out of this storm. Chop chop."
So, speaking of the storm, is this natural to have storms, 3 days in a row? Are we making appropriate time home?
Are you asking that to the DM or to the captain?
To the captain.
The captain will say, "It's not entirely uncommon, but depending on how bad the storm gets, it might add an extra day to our journey, depending on if we need to change course at all."
I'm figuring that Ori can't really help that much with the ship course and whatnot with shape water, but I think as she's also helping with like the sails and whatnot, but also like trying to like keep puddles off the deck and that more clear from rainwater.
With Ori doing her best to help keep the top clean as dry as possible, even in this seemingly impossible task, the rest of the day is fairly uneventful, and by nightfall, it appears the rain has lessened, but is still lightly pouring down. As everyone goes back into their sleeping quarters, everyone falls asleep once again and wakes up on the 29th of Rain Blossom, as it appears while the rain almost subsided in the night, I once again decide to pick up. It is storming hard again on this day.
And so we all get long rest again?
Yes, everyone finishes a long rest.
So we're still like making progress, right? We're just slowed down a lot.
Yes, the captain will... Yes, as everyone comes up, the captain will look over towards Michelmas and say, "We're probably going to be a day behind because of this storm."
Okay.
As everyone helps the crew get the ship ready for another rainy day, let's have everyone make perception checks.
I'm at advantage, I think, because of my shield. My spiffy shield.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. As the waves grow larger and Sean and the captain both have their hands at the helm, the rest of the party, it keeps an eye out on the side of the ship in case more of the creatures decide to come on board. They don't have to wait for long, as one of the strange unarmed strike fighters pops up on the helm's deck The party sees it, but does not have time to react. As it appears, 6 more of the creatures jump up
Oh.
onto the middle deck. You see 5 of them appear to be holding staves with this weird pincer adornment on top. The pincer is moving on their own, making this strange clacking noise. But one of them, slightly larger than the rest, appears to be holding a large scepter. So, everyone will need to roll for initiative again.
Oh boy.
Corvus, did you cast water breathing on us this morning?
Well, that's up to the DM. Can
I mean, I think we kind of talked about having Corvus cast it on us every morning.
Yeah, you
before.
guys did say Corvus was going to cast it on you every day on this voyage.
Just wanted to make sure.
So the first to react is once again Ash.
Alright. I will bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the orange one right in front of me, and then I will try to hit it with Sharpshooter. 13 to hit
13 will hit.
for 24 damage.
It screams out. You don't know what it said in its weird foreign language, but you think it meant something along the lines of ouch.
Okay, so not enough to kill it. And I will attack it again then. Just this time with a regular attack. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
And that'll get Hunter's Mark, and this time Colossus Slayer. For an extra 17.
With that attack, you see it's still standing, and these appear to be a lot more hardy of fighters than most of the lackeys you fought the day before.
Okay, and that's it for me.
That'll take us to Ori.
So it's been raining for 4 days straight, right? 3, 4?
It's been 3 days straight.
So this ship is probably pretty waterlogged, right?
Somewhat waterlogged, yes. It is a sea ship, so it is very... It's seen worse, let's put it that way.
Yeah, but... I don't... Would it be an action for Ori to try to figure out how likely a flaming sphere would be to ignite the deck?
Nice.
Sure, if you want to, you can use an action to make an intelligence check.
Don't want to, though, is the thing. So I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on red. And then quicken cast Flaming Sphere at 3rd level. So that it's right next to red here. And...
Mind
Yeah.
Sliver's int save, right?
yeah, int save.
That is a failure on the Mind Sliver.
Okay. Oh, I didn't press the damage. Oops. And I'm putting a flaming sphere here. And I'm watching very carefully to see if anything catches on fire, but I think Ori's kind of resigned herself to being hated by the crew, or at least the captain, so she's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do some real damage this time.
Okay, you can move the token now to where you
Thank
like it.
you.
And that's at the start of its turn, it needs to make the save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, at the end, I think, actually. The end.
Correct end. And since you did the cast as a bonus action, you can't ram it this turn.
Right. I can't use the... yeah.
But the flaming sphere suddenly appears right in front of the leader of this group. With that, are you going to move at all?
Oh, good point. Yeah. Ori's gonna go there.
Alright. Knowing the captain is indeed the captain, the next creature is going to run up, make 3 attacks on her. First with its bite, and then with 2 unarmed strike attacks. And as the captain is very visibly shaken and shaking by the lightning unarmed strike, that will take us to Corvus.
First things first, gonna rage. I'm gonna make a reckless attack with Great Weapon Master on green since it's already in my reach. $20 hits.
That will hit.
24 slashing and 9 radiant.
With 1 strike, it already looks bloodied.
I will do the same thing to try and take it out.
That will also hit.
Another 26.
Corvus throws his glaive towards the closest creature towards him, and while it's barely standing up with one hand on the keeping himself upright, using the railing next to him.
Wow, thing's tough.
Would you like to move at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna move here. I'll end my turn there.
Alright, seeing Corvus do that, this one is going to run up right behind Corvus and first make a bite attack,
At advantage.
which will miss.
You make it at advantage because I did reckless.
That's right. Oh wait, I had the wrong stat block up. Still miss. So then... Wait. Oh, dang it, that's still the wrong stat block. Well, at any rate, the bite misses, but then it will try to grab Corvus with its pincer staff.
That hits.
That hits as Corvus takes 7 points of piercing damage, is now grappled by this strange pincer-like staff. The creature in charge is going to cast a spell, and everyone sees a large spectral radius of ethereal and spectral sharks form around it as it casts Spirit Guardians.
Which one was that?
And that's the top one up here.
One up there? Okay.
Jeez.
With that is going to move up. So you're right next to Corvus and Ori. That'll take us to Michelmas. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Flame.
It
Ori-
didn't end its turn next to the flaming sphere.
Got it. Okay.
24.
So you take 10 points of necrotic damage, while you're able to resist most of the effect from the shark spirit guardians. You still take some damage.
Okay. Ouch. I will... Haha, you played right into my plans.
Oh.
I will... give all the fishy folk a demand to drop their weapons, and you demons of the sea fear your imminent doom. And I'll step over here. So they all need to make a... saving throw. And the ones who fail can't do anything until their next turn.
So the orange dotted one is the only one who is holding its spellcasting focus as all the others drop their scepters and their pincer staffs, a loud clanging that rings out through the rain.
Can I pick one up and throw it as a bonus action, or is that an action?
That would... I'd say picking, you can pick it up, but you can't throw it.
Okay, I'll go over here and pick up the one that Pinky dropped. And is Corvus also free, as the guy dropped his
Corvus is indeed free too.
everything? And I'm done.
Alright. This one who was not affected by the spell sees everyone drop their weapons, and seeing how he's now very outclassed by the crew in the party, is going to jump overboard. And because all the creatures are charmed, we now go to Mari, who sees just now one single creature who's still fighting.
Okay, so if any of the ones that are charmed take damage, they come out of it, right?
Correct, and this
So
lasts until
it
lasts until the end of
so-
Michelmas' next turn.
So I should go after the one that's still fighting. I should not run in,
Yep.
hit the big one, and Misty step out. Okay. So I'm gonna go after the one that's still fighting then.
either way, like a lot of them aren't going to do anything, and
Okay. 18 to hit, 7 damage.
That will hit.
I'll do it again. 19 to hit for another 7 damage. And this is a new day, right? Yeah, so I've got all my spell slots. So I will Divine Smite on this one too. No, first level, no. For another 10. 24 total.
Mari runs up, helping the captain as she unleashes 2 strikes and 1 divine smite at the creature attacking her. At this point, it is the crew's turn.
toss their weapons overboard.
The crew is not going to toss weapons overboard. Instead, they're going to kick the creatures overboard, at least all of them that they can.
Even better.
And as they run up, surprisingly, the creature is kicking most of them overboard. The captain will take a revenge swing against this one. Which will definitely hit for 25 points of piercing damage. While that one is still up. It appears the crowd is thinning, so that will take us to Ash.
Question. Is that a harpoon gun at the front of the ship, and is it loaded?
Yes, it is a giant harpoon ballista. No, it is not loaded.
Okay, alright. I don't think I'd be able to shoot it this turn anyway, even if I got up there. So, I will just run up, join Mari and the captain, and I will bonus action move Hunter's Mark to the blue one, and I will try to hit it with my rapier. 24.
That will hit.
And then Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer, and Sneak Attack. So 16 total damage. And then I
After
will
one
attack-
strike, it is still standing, but looking pretty weak.
And I will attack it again. 15.
That hits.
Then Hunter's Mark. For 12.
And with the second stab from his rapier, it goes right through the chest of the creature and it falls over dead. With that will take us to the party sorcerer, Ori.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on purple. Okay!
That is a
you go.
failure, as that one shakes its head screaming from the psychic damage.
And Ori's gonna be like, come here, Dash, come here! And, ram purple with, the flaming sphere. So, Dex save. Ha ha!
Has another failure, so it takes the full 14 damage.
Is there any sign that the deck of the ship is burning?
Looking at it, it does not appear so.
Okay. But yeah, Ori does try to call Dash over here. Because I would love to put it next to this one.
Make an animal handling check. I'll let this be free from your action economy.
Oh my gosh.
It appears Dash is having a hard time hearing you as he's still standing there barking at the closest one next to him.
Okay. Cool. That's all. Well, no, wait, I should move. I should move.
Oh,
But
also,
I'm
Ori, you need to
range-
make a wisdom saving throw because you are within the guy's spirit guardians.
The start of my turn?
It's start of return, yeah, on spirit guardians.
I've been rolling so bad. What happens with that?
You take necrotic damage. You take 23
Oh.
necrotic damage.
Smokes.
As the spectral sharks bite into you, you feel part of your life being sucked out from you.
I am leaving. I'm leaving. I am leaving.
Your movement is halved
5,
also, but you
10,
should be able to just make it
15,
outside.
20. Yeah, just barely.
Corvus, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to use Fanatical Focus to re-roll that Wisdom save.
You got it.
$16?
That is the DC, so you succeed, so you only take 7 points of necrotic damage.
That's such a good ability. Then I'm going to make a reckless attack using Great Weapon Master on the purple one right in front of me. Oh boy.
Another crit.
On fire.
So 33 slashing and 11 radiant.
That creature is no more, as with one strike, Corvus is able to take it out.
Then I'm gonna do 2 more of those same strikes on red. He's right in front of me. 22.
That hits.
That's 23 slashing. 17.
That also hits.
Another 18 slashing.
It gets roughly sent out from the charming effect from the channel divinity from Michelmas and screams as you slash out a giant axe right into its front.
Does it have to make a concentration save?
It
Concentration save.
does.
Yep.
And it succeeds on both of them, unfortunately.
Oh, darn. Well, that's okay. And I'm going to stand right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Seeing it is the last one left, it is not going to play the hero and fight to the bitter end, unlike one of its companions the other day. Instead, it's going to disengage and jump off the ship.
Howard!
As it jumps off the ship, Ori sees her flaming sphere start to slowly burn away at some of the wood underneath it.
No, as it goes out, I send it out, I turn it off.
And as the party survived a second attack from strange purple sea creatures, we're going to end the episode here.
Oh boy.
Bonkers.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Our next episode will be out in 2 weeks, so we will see you then.